I was skeptical about this one. I've tried a few 4K monitors in the past and they were all just okay. Either too bright, too dim, or they'd get this weird flicker after a while. So when I first set my eyes on the LG 27US500W, I thought, this is just going to be another overpriced monitor. But boy was I wrong. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. I set it up in my home office and was immediately struck by how nice it looked. The white borderless design is a nice touch, and the stand, which I'll talk about in a minute, is incredibly sturdy. At 4K UHD resolution, this thing is sharp. I mean, you're going to start noticing the individual pixels if you sit too close, but even from a normal viewing distance, the image is incredibly clear. I've been using this monitor for a few weeks now to edit videos and work on graphics design. I have to say, the on-screen control is really handy. You can customize the workspace by adding or removing things like shortcut labels, display settings, and even your own custom layouts. It's not the most intuitive thing, but once you play around with it for a bit, you'll get the hang of it. I've even used it to set up a dedicated reading mode. It's called Reader Mode, and it reduces blue light emission to make it easier on the eyes. That's come in handy more often than I thought. And then there's the ergonomic stand. This thing is rock solid and adjustable in almost every direction. You can tilt it, swivel it, and even change the height on the fly. It's so versatile that I can actually set up my webcam and microphone right on the desk next to it. It's also nice to see a whole set of included accessories, not just the normal screws and stand base, but also a stand body and display, which are usually separate products. One of the coolest things about this monitor, and I think this is a real selling point, is the HDR10 support. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, HDR10 on a 4K monitor? Who cares? But trust me, it makes a difference when you're watching content that's actually encoded in HDR10. You get much better color accuracy, and the contrast ratio between light and dark areas is insane. I will say, however, that I have to adjust the monitor's brightness every now and then, because it can get a bit too bright when I'm in a room with lots of sunlight. That's probably the only downside to this thing. On the plus side, it's got multiple display ports, including HDMI, so you can hook it up to basically any device. It's also flicker-free, which is nice for long hours of usage. Pros and cons, in a nutshell. The pros are, it's a gorgeous monitor with amazing color accuracy and brightness, it's incredibly versatile thanks to the on-screen control and the ergonomic stand, and it's just about as easy to set up as any monitor I've ever had. The only cons are that it can get too bright in certain environments, and if you're sitting right in front of it, you might start noticing the individual pixels. As far as I'm concerned, the LG 27US500W is the real deal. If you're in the market for a new monitor, especially at this price point, I would highly recommend checking it out. And if you decide to give it a shot, be sure to support this channel with a link in the description below. Thanks for watching.